Earthquakes. During an earthquake, the ground shakes. This causes buildings to move, objects fall off shelves and cabinets, bricks from buildings come crashing to the ground, some buildings even break apart. Why the earth shakes. An earthquake is the shaking of the earth's surface. Thousands of earthquakes happen around the world every year. This is because the surface of the earth is always moving. The surface of the earth is called the crust. The crust is made up of large pieces of rocks called plates. The plates fit together like a puzzle. They float on the mantle, the second layer of the earth. The mantle is made up of softer, hot rock. The movement of these plates on the mantle causes earthquakes. There is the earth. You can see the crust, mantle, and then in the center is the core. So, types of faults. Plates move against each other along a fault. A fault is a crack in the Earth's crust where movement takes place. Most faults are found where two plates meet. Other faults are found inside a plate. Faults are labeled by the way they move. Strike slip fault. Blocks of rock slide past each other. Normal fault. The rock on one side drops down below the other. Reverse fault. The rock on the side moves up above the other. Where the earth shakes. The place where the earthquake begins is called the focus. It is usually deep in the earth's crust. As the earthquake waves move out from the focus, they become weaker. The point of the surface above the focus is called the epicenter. This spot is where the strongest shaking is felt. It is often the place with the most damage as well. How are earthquakes measured? The magnitude or strength of an earthquake can be measured with a machine called a seismograph. It tells us how much the ground shakes. An earthquake's magnitude is then rated by the Richter scale. This was invented in 1935 by Charles F. Richter. It rates an earthquake's strength from 0 to 10. If an earthquake is 6 or higher, it can cause serious damage. Most of the earthquakes that happen each year are 2.5 or less. These are too small to be felt by most people. The largest earthquake in the world measured 9.5. It happened in Chile on May 22, 1960. The largest earthquake in the United States was a 9.2. It struck Prince William Sound, Alaska on March 27, 1964. Smaller earthquakes may come afterwards. These are called aftershocks. They happen as the land settles into place. Aftershocks can come weeks or even months later. Be prepared. Before an earthquake, have a portable radio, flashlight, and batteries on hand. Secure heavy objects to the wall so they don't tip over during an earthquake. During an earthquake, drop to the floor, get under a table or desk, hold onto the table leg with one arm, and cover your neck with your other arm. If you cannot find cover, move away from anything that could fall. Then sit down against an inside wall and cover your neck and head. If you are outside, move to a clear area, away from power lines, trees, signs, and buildings. After an earthquake, put on shoes to protect your feet from anything that